Can I just... Oh, hell yeah. Screw throwing it. Hey, how are you doing? I'm Kismar, and this is Medieval Dynasty. I've found myself less and less interested in playing this, and I think it's because of these restrictions on the buildings. I don't like how they're kind of forcing you to run all over hell and do quests. Like, basically right now I'd have to spend like 2/3 to 3/4 of my time just running around and doing quests so that I can actually start building more. I was looking into increasing the buildings limit, but based on this message, I don't know if I should. Multiplier for buildings limit throughout the game. Increasing it may significantly alter performance in the stages of the game. It is highly advisable to leave the default value. So the other thing I was looking at is possibly increasing Dynasty reputation gain multiplier, because that essentially will help us kind of shorten this gap between phases where I can't build anything and I can't really progress because I can't build anything else. So I'm kind of tempted to just... More villagers for your village. The multiplier determines how many points you receive during the game. I think I'm going to bump that up to 200 and see what that does. What exactly does this mean? If checked, items dropped on the ground will not get spoiled when seasons change. It does not affect items stored in chests and inventory. I don't understand what the... Like, what caused this to be a setting? Do people regularly throw things on the ground or something? Or maybe it's from farming? I don't know. Anyway, accept changes. Resume. So, I guess we just have to go do quests. So we're just gonna be running for a while. The other thing I did want to do was potentially maybe do a quick save and then hire another person and see if I can actually put 3 people in each of those cabins. Because if I can, I'm gonna get 2 more people. I'm not sure how that works, because if they could potentially end up with a kid, then do they need that 3rd space for the kid? So if I save right before I do it and then find out that that person is homeless and is going to be homeless until we can get to the next phase, then I'll just revert to the other save and carry on. Oh yeah, this running around is getting old. I was also looking at maybe better ways of making money. There's talks of selling... I don't know if I have any of the fish on me still, the roasted fish. 19. So it might make sense to just go fishing and roast the fish up. I wonder if that's per, or if that's for 3 of them. I think that might be per. Okay, that would be a pretty good... whatever thing. Be a good thing to sell. Okay, we're going way the hell up here to talk to this guy, Sambor. Did I keep that fishing thing on me? No. Can I make one of those? Fishing spear? That's just a wooden spear. I don't know if the fishing spear is actually different from a wooden spear or not. Yeah, I'm generally not the type to do like all the grinding and stuff off camera and then only show kind of the highlights and cut everything else out that some people might think is boring. I try to include as much of the actual gameplay as I can because this is kind of a, you know, we're sitting on the couch playing the game together kind of thing. And I also like to make sure that, you know, if somebody's watching this because they want to see how the game plays, if I'm cutting out all the grinding, they're not going to have a good idea of, you know, how much of that there is to do, how much traveling there is in this game. Like PAX Day, how much grinding there is in that one. Just like gathering and crafting and gathering and crafting and gathering and crafting to get your skills up. This one, the equivalent seems to be just running around the map. It's just, it seems like it's just a mechanism to slow your gameplay down. Which, I don't need help slowing my gameplay down. I already am a slow player on games like this. And I guess, you know, I always say that I don't like it when I feel rushed in games, but I also don't like it if I feel like I'm being slowed down unneededly, unnecessarily, whatever the word works for that. Like there's no reason to like keep with this huge limitation on building like that. And the only thing you can do to get around it is, as far as I know, is do a bunch of quests. I mean, that's the quickest way. So, oh, this guy. I remember this guy. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering and for crying out loud. Huh, black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name is Rasimir. Rasimir? You must be Sambor then. And how do you know that? I was talking to Uni. He told me that you were a part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack? The one with Unighost and Jordan? I've never heard of this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry, maybe I made a mistake. We were called the Undying Fist. Now that's a whole lot better name. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Unighost lied to you like that. I'm sure he was jealous about your creativity. Ha, of course he was. And not only about that. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. Yeah. That's an amazing coincidence because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh my, really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on. It will only take a moment. A moment of a moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And what do you exactly do as the pack? You don't know what we did? Unigos didn't get to that part yet. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could, but cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. I mean, this guy sounds arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure, that's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots. But none of them was Jordan, either way. He was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get, so obviously he needed some coins. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan managed to find some work there. A week of backbreaking labor had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, red skin from the scorched sun, knees pulsating from pain. Shut up. Oh, I didn't realize I said something. You want me to finish? Where was I? Oh, right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect his payment. His stomach already full with fantastic of all delicious treats he was dreaming of buying. And all that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the great strength of the ox. Ooh. Jordan fell to the ground, stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so, if I may add. It wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite capable fighter when I met him 10 years ago, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close. He needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. And what happened next? What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away. No way, you can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please, tell me more. Tell me the whole story. Damn, you're annoying. No, I'm not. See? What an annoying thing to say. Okay, you can help me. Seems I won't get rid of you any other way. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here, grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it'll do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. On it, boss. Alright. We need to... Wooden shovel. Oh, we've already got a wooden shovel. 3. One second here. Okay. Just had to make sure I had some background stuff closed. Alright. Clay time. Is that a tiny deer? Strange deer figurine. There's another one here. What do we have that's so heavy? Is it just the clay? That can't be. Wow, we're... Oh shit, I got a bunch of buckets in my inventory. Well. There's a bunch of little deer figurines. I will pick them all up and put them in my pocket. much clay am I supposed to... Oh, I just need to dig up 2. Okay. Are there any more deers? There's 2 over here. Oh, look at all of them here over here. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all mine. And some wine bottles. What does he do? Sit out here and drink wine and whittle? Okay. So we need to dig up 1 more of these. Let's get closer before we do that, because we're not going to be able to hardly move once we can move at all. Oh, you only get the clay at the end. There we go. Oh, I gotta take a bucket over to that guy in that one village. Here's all the clay you wanted. You will finish the story now? Alright. So as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing. An unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He absolutely had no remorse. We'll keep listening. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it, horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it, you may ask? It's simple, he didn't pay for it. So he stole it? I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he traveled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay. Now I know you're making this all up. That's simply impossible. Hahaha. You're absolutely right. It is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan, which was betting his wife. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife? So the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen? Exactly that. You were right. That is the most absurd, idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What has he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside, and told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards and told him that he saw the queen with a company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife, that would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stable into the sunset. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and pleasurable memory from the queen, his name. Not his real name, of course. The name he used to introduce himself to the queen was the Lord of the Orchards? Precisely. Now you get it. Haha. That's incredible. The Lord's head must have felt the company of his body pretty promptly. What? What's the other option? Didn't get that Lord... Get the Lord hanged. That seemed pretty extreme. Ha! Yeah, I'll go with number 1. Ha! That's incredible. The Lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. I don't really... He didn't get killed. I mean, obviously. That wouldn't be in Eordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon, where he spent all the days he had left. Oh. Eordan was amazing, all that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Eordan didn't get through all that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman, because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth. Jesus Christ. Like unwanted kittens. Eordan needed to stop him, and he did, but it's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncanny perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with 2 different eyes. You have to be kidding me. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative. But Eordan didn't want any of that, not for himself, so he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He is still probably worshipped there. Can you tell that? Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? I don't understand the timeline on this story here. That's easy. 1 for the tailor, another 1 for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last 1 for himself. The exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you Eordan wasn't a thief, and that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventure. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So none of that may be true at all. So just how... But that's just how it was with Eordan. I can't believe that you're talking about my uncle. My mother used to portray him as a simple merchant, successful but normal, mortal. Yeah, I was wondering if he actually was mortal many times. Well, now we know. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. Oh, I thought it would be obvious now. On that day, Eordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them, to some extent at least. So that's exactly what he started doing. Overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. He sounds like a hero, a true hero. Well, it wasn't like... I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Eordan was working solo until he met Unigost. I don't know how to pronounce that name. The rat's agile fingers could work where Eordan's tongue didn't, and then he needed someone with another talent they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, intelligence, gallantry, integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance, and finally the pack started to really make a difference, but I don't like to brag. Oh yeah, I noticed, humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody, so it's time for you to go, and preferably don't come back, ever. It was a great pleasure and a true honor. Yeah, I don't care, leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Unigust. It's his favorite, a knuckle sandwich. You don't want me to hit him in the... Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir, of course, sir. On my way, sir. Okay. Can I take any of his shit? Can I have the things? No. Oh, steal. Okay. I don't really want to steal.
Seems to good. me.
I thought he says something about those.
Go away.
I found this strange figurine lying in the clay. A couple of them, actually. Who allowed you to take it? It's none of your business. I had to. Such fine art should not be covered in mud. You really think so? Sambor, it's honestly good work. Why do you throw it away? It's stupid. It's not. You should be proud of it. I certainly would. I even tried to make a living out of it. What happened? Oh, in the whole valley, there really was only one person that deals with artwork and ornaments of different sorts. Getting to work with her sets you really nicely in the business. But without her, you're nobody. And the main problem is that she's a complete and utter Sambor. Lewd sucker. All she cares about is money. I tried to cut some deal with her, but I had better luck negotiating with murderous degenerates, so the only thing those carvings are good for now is lying in the mud. Maybe I could speak with her. Ha, be my guest. Her name is Fenene. She lives in Denica. I'll try to talk some sense into her. Here, grab 20 more figurines if you feel lucky. I have tons of them. Don't lose hope, Sambor. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we have like 7,000 of these 41 of them. Okay. Oh, we get to slow walk back to town. That's great. Can't wait for that. Holy shit. We gotta go this way. This is insane. And I realize it's my own fault that I'm encumbered, but goddamn. We need to eat. And drink. Then maybe we fish. Go fishing and then roast that up and sell it. Although if you can only fish with spears, then maybe I won't. Because spears in this game suck ass. Suck ass! Okay, I will pause this until we get somewhere meaningful, because this is ridiculous. Okay, we finally got into town, and it's now night, so I don't know if I'm even going to be able to turn this in. We've got the other quest here for the bucket that we can turn in as well, if we're able to. This him? Hey. Always nice to see you, Rasimer. Unagos, hello. I talked with Sambor. He's a real sweetheart, isn't he? The sweetest, like a jar of honey. That's Sambor for you. I see. He did tell me about my uncle, though, the story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by that. Oh, one time I swear he went for over a year without speaking a single word, but when we were sitting by the fire, he remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud, and began his tale. Went from a total mute to the master of ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping it was hard not to listen. He even did voices, but after finishing he became silent again. I've never fully understood that side of him. A theater genius trapped in the body of a bear wrestler. He actually asked me to give you something. Really? And what was that? A knuckle sandwich. Yeah, that sounds exactly like Sambor. So are you going to deliver? Do you want me to? Oh, sure. I love people punching me in the face. Around the valley, I'm known for it. Would you be so kind as to do it for free, though? I'm all out of my being punched in the face budget. Okay, you're joking. I was starting to get worried there for a second. Don't. Sambor just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks... I'll tell him you knocked me out cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Samber tell you about him becoming part of the pack? He said that you were looking for the best to recruit and that he was an obvious choice. Yeah, seems like something he would say. Well, he was... Isn't that the truth? It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know the whole story. We didn't recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Jordan did. But that wasn't a matter of choice. When Jordan and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly, too easy even. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on oppressed faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the Vendors. Bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling a living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Sounds like ice in America. Please, don't say it. Slavery was strictly forbidden in that realm. The queen was adamant. The queen was adamant about it. Well, the Vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle, mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for the poor little rations they were being given, the damp dungeon they were held in. The guild preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases. They didn't tend to wounds. I think I'm gonna be sick. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages, survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the least fortunate. It was simply horrible. If you ask me, all the damned guild deserved a cruel and slow death, yes. But that wasn't how we operated. Jordan made it very clear from day one, we were never to take a life. That was the most important of rules. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriage is full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads low, mourning. The despair in the air was even more poisonous than the stench of the rotting flesh, and in that we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. We were caught by the mercenaries who brought us to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place had an even worse room hidden inside. Unbelievable. The Vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they sent their worst torture right away. I was horror-struck, truly petrified, could barely breathe. Jordan didn't say a word, just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realized he wanted me to be calm as well, but I just couldn't. He went first. The torturer strapped Jordan to a chair and just started swinging. His fists were like anvils. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Jordan's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was his smile. It was one of many times I wondered if he was even human. The torturer quickly realized that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen and went to grab his blades. That's when Jordan started talking. He was making him offers, one after another, but the torturer just kept carving his torso, like he was preparing a steak to be grilled. There was so much blood I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out, just to run away from all that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. Suddenly the torturer stopped. He looked at me and back at Jordan. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Jordan just nodded, so he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us, even they were terrified of that guy. We managed to get out in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Jordan's wounds wouldn't heal for weeks. Even after that, he was scarred so badly. It looked like he had chainmail stitched to his skin. But we had escaped death, and its emissary became one of us. The torturer? It was Samber, wasn't it? Yes. Now I understand why Samber didn't want to tell the truth. It sounds absolutely horrid. To be honest, the nightmares of that night never stopped. How could you want a person like that amongst your troop? You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. So why didn't you blow him off? It's simple. Jordan made a deal with him, promised him only one thing that mattered to that brute, which was money. A whole lot more than what the guild was paying him, and a cut from every heist that we did. But couldn't you just pay him off or run away? That's not the way Jordan did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Samber wasn't evil in his nature. He was just a true soldier. Did what was asked of him. That's not an excuse. Jordan spent hours talking with him, explaining our rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them, not once. That's incredible. Your lives, I mean. I don't think I would be able to handle all of that. Honestly, I hope you never have to. I've been through a lot, and after all these years, the thing that I wish you the most is having a boring, steady life. Resimir is preventing the season from changing. I'm not a type of person to get bored. There's always something to do. I'm glad to hear that. My next request won't be boring to you at all. Sure thing. What do you need? I need to go to Barawa. Man, these names. Find Ida and get my scythe back from her. Consider it done. And summer. So it took us an entire season to try to get to the next phase of this storyline and get more buildings, or more to be able to. God damn it! Now I got to run all the way back there too. Shit. That's really irritating. I was right there. Yeah, I don't like this timed shit. Exactly for reasons like that. Like, there was nothing I could have done any different. I mean, yeah, there was. I'm just complaining. I still hate timed quests. Okay, and these morons won't go get their own goddamn food out of anything. I don't know how they... Like... I know I wasn't, like, manually dishing out food before, so I don't know what I'm missing here. If anybody's watching that knows, please let me know, because I don't understand what the problem is here. Let's... Shit, I'm so full of stuff that... I'm gonna put these... I'm gonna put these away for now. And the wine. We've got clay to put away. I mean, I need a little community spot for when they're in their free time. I should drink that oat ale at some point here. It's just wasting weight. I think I'm just gonna put these buckets away. Running all the way back to sell them isn't really something I feel like doing, so... Still can only have 10 buildings. Didn't they have a shitload of food? Like, we had a ton of dried meat. I made like 80 of them. Oh, they're in the kitchen. Yeah, I don't... Take it all. Take it all. I'm just gonna split this between the two cabins because I don't really understand what else I'm supposed to be doing. I'm guessing the water guy, something with the water guy being there is causing this. Maybe I just need somebody on the kitchen. Let's do half there. I don't know what the 6 hammer anvil thing is. You get some meat. Does that mean they don't have jobs? That's got stuff. That's got stuff. That's got stuff. That's got stuff. I don't know what that's telling me. No idea. What is... You have a quest? Hello?
Oh, it's you again.
Can I help you with something? Dear sir, can you help me with an errand? What is it about? I pledged to create some pants for the local folk, but I ran out of materials. I'll reward you, of course. Sure, why not? I have some spare time. Okay, old rags. Eight leather. Can't you just get the leather out of here yourself? I mean, I'll take the quest points or whatever. Leather. We need 8. Where does she go? See now, I like quests like this. Where the hell is she? Here you go, lady. Relax, I've got it all here as promised. 2 hats and a coin? Basic hat. Okay, we got 2 basic hats now. Let's put those away. Oh, I got 1 basic hat, but... Okay, I get it. Let's take a bath real quick. I'm sure I'm getting close to being stinky. Alright, how much monies do we have? I don't see it. Money, 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 money. Okay, for real, where the hell is my money listed? Oh, it's here. 122. That's not really enough to do shit with. Maybe we go fishing? Where is that fishing thing? Nope, that's not what I want. I want here. Nope, here. Fishing spear. Let's get that on our hotbar. Fishing spear. We'll put that on 4. There's some fish. Oh god, I'm gonna love this one too. Four. Jesus Christ. You throw like a girl. Hey. Can I just... Oh, hell yeah. Screw throwing it. Man, I thought for sure I saw a fish over here. Okay. Now that I'll take. So is that kind of a one-to-one thing here? Perch. 5 perch. I'm guessing 1 cooked perch gives you 1 meat? I don't know. Maybe 2? Oh, we got some fish over here. Ooh. Big old pike. A northern. I stab you. 1 pike. No fish. Duck spot. Meh, 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 meh. Where are we? Gonna have to be a little bit careful with wolves over here. I probably should have went towards the... Is that a stick floating in the water? Stone arrow. That's funny. Fish. This is my kind of fishing. I just stand there and take it. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah. Hey, duck. Oh. Some fish over here. Maybe we'll cross the bridge and then go back the other way. There's some fish over here. Wait, where did I see those? They're gone. I thought they were... Were they over here further? Hmm. Okay. I missed them somehow there. There's a fish. A few fish. I don't know how deep this is. Give me them northerns. You're carrying too much. Yeah, you just wait. It's a leaf. Okay, we got some more here. Oh, it broke. Well, so much for that. Let's go cook these up. Into town, I guess. I think Elwyn... Let's just go straight across. Now people don't have water. Do I really have to feed and water these frickin' people? Did they not get it themselves? I don't remember having to do that. Alright, let's cook up all the fish. Oh wow, you get 4 per and 7. Okay, that's awesome. We're gonna cook all these, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna do a little searching and see if I'm missing something on this food and water stuff. I'll be right back. This says if no one is gathering water, you'll have to manually provide buckets of water or water skins to the food storage. Hunting lodge is production enabled. This says put it in food storage, but I had to put a bunch of food in the food storage and they weren't getting it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why this isn't doing anything, because what I'm seeing on the interwebs is not helpful at all. Alright, so let's get ourselves a drink, speaking of water. Okay, we've got 12 buckets of water. There's no reason any of these people should be thirsty. I want to drink. Is this... Let's not have this on seasonal. There's no reason this needs to be seasonal. Okay. I don't know why they're not getting their own water. The only thing I can think is that somebody needs to be assigned to this. But we can't build anymore. I mean, I can go try to hire someone else. But let's try something. Oh. It's a family transfer. You can't. Okay. I'm gonna go on a limb here and guess that I'm not gonna be able to put a third person in there because it's a family. The extra bed is for a child. This building restriction sucks. And I can't tell like how far I am away from. I mean, I need to do this farm thing, but holy shit, it costs a lot of money to buy these seeds, and I don't know where else you get this stuff. Is there anything I need to do here before I guess I need to manually give them buckets of water because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's just take half, maybe? Oh, I can't. I guess we can take... Is that 3? Is it this one? Is it this? Okay, it is this house. No, so it's the other one. And I still don't know what that 5 anvil thing means. Like, they don't have work. What does that mean? I made a shitload of knives and axes. I don't know what other tools they would need. And it doesn't really say they're missing tools. But yeah, this running back and forth between this village is getting real old. Alright, we need to find a vendor.
Waiting is the worst.
None of these people are vendors. Do these people say stuff?
How can I help you?
Can you earn a living from playing music? I don't care.
See you soon.
So
He always prefers to
Okay.
How is life treating you?
Show me your wares.
Best goods in the realm.
Holy crap. $798. Okay, that's how you make money right there. Holy shit. Okay.
So long.
I have learned the ways. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta find the guy that's got the seeds and the fertilizer. Can I take one of these apples? No. That doesn't... Where's the grain guy?
There was a man in Borovo who didn't trust bridges, so he always preferred to swim here across the river.
How do you do? Whatever you need, I've got it.
I need 15 fertilizer. And wheat grain. F. Okay. I want to get like a couple of everything. I can. Rye grain. Well, we're down to 18 money ready. Onion seed. Do they cabbage seed? We need. Oh no, I think cabbage was part of the. Maybe carrots. Oh no, I still have 600 something. Okay. Cherry tree seedling, we'll take some of those. Ooh. Beetroot seeds, we'll get some of these. I don't know if you plant something, if this is the type of, I don't remember if this is the type of game where if you plant something, you'll end up getting more seeds back. Pot plant seedling. So you can kind of like indefinitely keep growing stuff, like more and more and more and more. Like you always end up with more than what you started with when you harvest. I think we got some of those. Poppy rye, what else do we need? That's probably good for now.
Have a nice day.
Okay, I have at least 5 tiles of field. Can I hit? I can't build anything else. Does that not count for farmland? Oh shit, talk to Elwyn. That's the guy that's... Oh, that's the archer kid. I think. Yeah. It's my clone. Hello. How are your practices going? I bet I can beat you now. Oh, how confident. All right, I'll take a bet. How much? For 100 coins, we have 3 shots. The one who gets more points wins. You take it? Sure. You got 64 points. Now it's your turn. What? You're just gonna... Let's see. Bow is 5? Okay. Oh god, this bow's almost shot too. Whoa. Okay, I didn't hit it at all, so it didn't count it as a shot. Good. Good, good. $90. Okay. $75. Oh boy. We gotta do good on this one. %99 accuracy. 72. We win. I will take your money, thank you. Yeah, who's the master now? You'll be cocky, you have a lot more experience than I do. Sure, sure, and now my reward. You'll see it. I'll practice more and finally I'll wipe that smirk off your face. Suits me. We will prove ourselves on the next occasion. Okay. 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 What else do we have here? Retrieve going to go Scythe from Ida. Talk to Fenanana. This is probably the next one. I don't know where this... Oh, are they across the river? Yeah, we got a couple other quests over there too. Let's head back though and see if we can put a farm down. I don't know if that counts as a building, but got some people to hire there. Actually, you know what? Let's call the episode here, and then we'll pick this up in the next one. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.